Hello guys, Tops here. Today I want to talk to you about how to fight the big barbarian camps. And as you can see, this one has many Rivas, many Chosen, Drummers, Beastmaster, and a few Unholds. This is the most common big ones. Some of them have I think sometimes they have a plethora of Chosen. These are more harder. Sometimes they have only a few Chosen and many Rivas. Like there is some variance to that, right? And I think there's also like a medium camp that only has a plethora of Chosen. So you're basically just fighting Chosen and nothing else. But I think these seems to be the most common version of the big fights of the big camps, and I want to talk about that because you have all the barbarian types except for the thralls. Yeah. All right. So first and foremost, team composition. The problem in these fights are the Unholds, and like as you can see, there were a few of them. So roughly, I don't know, 4 to 6 Unholds. The armored Unholds are really the problem, and the normal Unholds too. And what you want to do is you want to have Indom tanks to tank down the Unholds, control them with Indom. In the meantime, your team tries to kill the brigands, not the brigands, the barbarian Reavers and the Chosen, and the thralls, if there are some thralls in the camp. So, this camp is not a joke. These camps are really, really hard. Chosen are probably the strongest human enemies in the game. Like they are basically comparable to like one of these brothers. They are insanely strong. They hit super hard with the two-handed weapons. They have crippling strikes, executioner. So basically every single hit is an injury from a forge guy. So fur padding is really good against them. So that saves you from an injury on the first hit a lot of the times. I don't have fur paddings. I have bone platings, which, can be decent, but they tend to get procced by the javelins that are flying from the other barbarians. So it's kind of a late game fight. I don't think you can do these camps early in the campaign and expect everything to go well. Even with like really good bros, stuff can happen, and there's like a high likelihood that Chosen just kill you. Like the Chosen, when they start adrenaline rotating, smashing you, it's really hard, and there's not much you can do about it. So we have 26 opponents here, and I'm gonna skip and see where our opponents are going. See, there goes my first bone plating. There goes my next bone plating. So that's why I like the fur padding more in this fight specifically. Really saves you from these big hammers and maces because they have really high armor pen but low base damage. So the nimble bros tend to fare better versus them. Having a nice choke point like this is good. And yeah, nimble bros are just the problem with nimble bros is you can't use them versus the axes and the cleavers. So like the forge bros are weaker versus the maces and the hammers. The nimble bros are weaker versus the cleavers and the great axes. No joke. Okay, so again, really hard fight. High likelihood that somebody gets smashed in this fight. Even really good bros can struggle in this fight. It's tough. Having some kind of disarm is nice. In this case, my cleaver has a whip. And what you're trying to do is to control the Unholds with Indom, and I might have already fucked this up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I fucked it up already. Like, it's really important that you control the Unholds with Indom. A lot of the time in the initial starting position, like terrain is in the way, so I can't control the Unholds. And it's kind of the case here as well. I can't really control the Unholds with my tanks. It's gonna be a rough one. Yeah. Okay. I think I tried to put him here with Indom, so at least I have one tank controlled. I don't think that's good enough. But let's see. I tried to back off and give the Unhold, they tend to run at the first target, the Unholds. They are not that smart, let's say, and I try to give the Unhold a target that has Indom. Problem is this tank is like definitely, he's kind of like a nimble overwhelm guy. He's really good in these 1v1 scenarios. He's horrible versus like these kind of guys. Yeah. Let's see. You know, what can go wrong? What can go wrong? Okay. My tank has to do a lot of work here. See, in all these flying axes, they would normally proc my... I don't want to go there. They would normally proc the bone platings really fast, so... Again, that's why I like the 4 padding. Was the high armor ignore damage from the Unholds as well as the Reavers and the Chosen. Okay, so generally when you have fights that consist out of a lot of different enemy types, you want to kill the easy to kill targets fast. So the other targets can be isolated then and killed by your team. Also that increases the chance that they might break. So if I just go forward, hit them, see he's breaking. Maybe the Chosen's break at some point. Problem is Chosen's have like 90 resolve or something. They're like really tough, they're not really breaking. And that's what they like to do. They like to hold back, then go and adrenaline. So they go first next round. That's why they are so hard to deal with. It's like when they want, they go first. It's gonna hurt. Maces, good for the days. Hammers, good for the stagger. In general, big two-handers, big armor, ignore damage, tends to do well in these fights. But duelists can work as well. Nice headshot there. Maybe I can disarm this cleaver guy. Actually, nice, he did it. Yeah, also like the AI tends to use his AoE abilities, so isolated brothers have a lot of problems in this fight. So always try to give the AI more than one target, so they use the AoE ability with lesser hit chance and does lesser damage. Alright, so the problem is I didn't really control the Unholds well. Now we are a little bit in deep shit and the fight has begun. Okay. Okay, look, guys, let's go. I have to rally. He did not rally. Okay. Oh yeah, thank God. See, the Reaver lost moral from killing this guy. Another Reaver lost moral. So like killing your opponents fast is always nice. Got a really good hit. Killed already some Chosen here. Yeah, let's go. As you can see, the cleavers aren't that good. And the Chosens are cheating with adrenaline. Can I kill him? Please. Shit. That's not good. Hold your ground. Fuck, we're out of Indom. That is not good. See? The AI likes to do AoE ability if they have the chance. Missed in this case. Thank God. To try to save my brother here. Overwhelm. Something. Yeah. It's in general, it's a really hard fight, and yeah, as soon as your Indom goes, that stuff happens, and now it's really, really bad. And yeah, it's yeah, something you have to deal with in these fights. As soon as the Barbarian Beastmasters, they have to whip the Unholds every turn. If they don't do that, the Unholds might go wild and attack the Chosens and the Reavers. Oh, this Chosen is fleeing now. Nice. And yeah, that's that. Again, trying to kill the Reavers if possible. My Bannermen He's an Indom guy, thank God. I like to build a tanky bannerman with Indom. I need to help our brother here. Okay, that made them flee. Oh yeah, thank God. Start to work on this guy. This guy has basically no armor. The armored unholds have basically no armor. The armored big unholds, the white ones, the northern ones, have 600 HP and 490 body and head armor. So these ones are a huge problem. Fearsome does not have burst unholds. They have a lot of resolve. And Fearsome is not that strong in my opinion, because the barbarians have so high resolve. But yeah, your mileage may vary. What really helps in this fight is having Indom tanks. That's actually always good. Maybe I can overwhelm this guy. Okay. Yeah. I also think we have currently the Oath of Wrath going, which lowers our melee defense, which is not really that great. But so far this is going great. Although we fucked up to control the unholds, we got a good choke point here where we can fight with. And yeah, also our tank does a great job of tanking them down, holding them down with Indom and whatnot. It's kind of what you want to do, is to hold multiple opponents down with Indom. Can I Killing Frenzy here? No, that's all my fatigue. Okay. Missed the days anyways. Throw him right into a Reaver. Double decapitate. Almost. Okay. Oh, nice. He got stunned. Yeah. There you see how dangerous those maces are, even though this was just a Reaver. Still very, very dangerous if you get hit with that. And my brother might be in trouble. I don't know if I can save him. I have to save him. Yeah, our flanking guy did a great job there. How do I get him out? Help! Kill this unhold for me. Oh my god, no. Buddy, you have to help yourself. Okay, good days. Shield wall. Decapitate, recover, that worked. Reaver done. Yeah, so... Oh my god, yes. He didn't got hit. Again, this fight is really, really hard. There's always a realistic chance that one of your brothers just gets absolutely smashed. And you should be prepared for that. Again, another hit. That's not ideal. That's okay. Made him flee. That's lucky. Let's try to work on this guy. And also, I want to try to help him out here. If you can't help your brother directly, it's always nice to give the AI another target that they can attack. So sometimes the AI... You know, let's give the AI the option to not attack your brother. Stab him. Ah, fuck. Days, thank you. Help yourself. Okay, nice. Yeah. And I already know there will be somebody in the comments who will say, I can do this camp day 50 with Fearsome, no problem. That will solve all of your problems. I don't think so. Like... Oh, shit. Anyways, like these barbarians, they are no joke. And only if you are well prepared, you have good tanks and like good bros in general with high defense and high attack, you should expect a good outcome of this fight. If you like, the lower the qualities of your bros, the higher the possibility that you lose somebody in this fight. Because you have to imagine, like, Chosen are basically as damaging as like a two-handed mace bro of your company, right? See, this one didn't got whipped. Now he's wild, but he's fleeing. That's good for us. Also, we have, as you can see, Overwhelm is, tends to be quite useful in these fights. See, now the Beastmaster attacked the Unhold, because it's now not a friendly Unhold anymore. And as you can see, like the armor, they are impossible to kill. Fast, at least. Like they take forever to kill, so that's why it's really nice to tank them down with Indom tanks in the beginning of the fight, and then try to take care of the Reavers, the Chosens, and everybody else, and then when that's dealt with, then you can try to surround them and try to kill them, right? Oh, he's fleeing. Okay, thank God. Iron Jesus was on our sides today. So that's quite lucky. Yeah, see, like, Unholds, they die if they get surrounded by your brothers. Of course, like, when you have the big two-handers, you just kill them. If you don't have the big two-handers, good luck. Stuff that is really good. Cleavers for the decapitate, greatsword for the high base damage, and every other two-hander for the high base damage as well. Hammers for the stagger, maces for the days, always nice. And yeah. Yeah, just be careful. That's kind of like the general concept of how you want to deal with these camps is tanks, tank the Unholds down, try to kill the barbarians fast, then take care of the Unholds, and that's that. Alright, we got incredibly lucky. Iron Jesus was on our side, we had good terrain that we could kite to, and we kind of messed up. The Unholds, they are hard to control in these fights. Thank God our tank was kind of able to like hold half of the barbarians kind of hostage, and we could kill the rest relatively fast before we got destroyed by them. So that's nice. We only got one injury. That's really, really lucky for us. And here's the reason why you want to do these camps. You get a lot of loot, tools, stuff like that. The barbarian weapons are amazing, like especially the heavy rusty axe. The cleavers are nice. Hammers and maces, as you can see, have really low base damage with incredible armor pen, so that's why they hurt so badly. They have low to medium forge armor in general, and of course you do these camps for the nice and shiny famed items. That's a great battle forge armor right there. Also the silverware, the Unhold skull and bones, and the furs. You can make good armor attachments out of that. Bone platings, fur paddings, stuff like that. Yeah, that's that. And again, you can see, even with like my company of relative god bros, like we have a lot of really, really strong bros with good weapons, good armor, negative defense, but additional accuracy from the Oath of Wrath. It's my Oath Taker campaign. Yeah, but as you can see, like if the barbarians, the chosen, and even the Reavers, they hit equally hard. Like if they start rotating with adrenaline, there's nothing you can do against that. And there's a really high chance that you lose your bro in these fights. There's basically doing these fights without injuries and high armor damage is basically more or less impossible, at least when they are the big camps. Again, fur padding, really good on your forge bros. I would highly advise to bring a bunch of forge bros with big two-handers in combination with 2 to 3 tanks to tank down the Unholds if possible, the Bannerman to rally people, and mine is an Indom tank as well, so it's kind of nice right there. Okay, that's that. That's how I tend to do these camps. I think tanks are more or less necessary because of the Unholds. If there are no Unholds, you can get away with not bringing tanks, but even then it's kind of nice to have a tank who is able to like Indom or shield wall multiple Chosens down or multiple Reavers and give your team time to deal with the rest. And doing these camps by yourself early is not advice. Prepare yourself, bring your best bros. Chosen they do a fuck ton of damage. Like if you don't have 85 hit points with Steel Bro, they one-shot your bros. Your Forge bros at least. And again, the nimble guys, they're getting destroyed by the great axes and by the cleavers. They are relatively decent versus the maces and the hammers, although depending on the hit points, they might still injure you on the first hit because of the crippling strikes that they have. Yeah, again, maces good for the dazed effect, hammers good for the armor pen, and the staggered for the Unholz. And in general, stuff that kills Chosen fast is good stuff. Duelists are less good in this fight, although they are okay versus Chosen and Reavers especially. If you have a really good duelist with a Famed or something, that still works. I don't like to bring ranged guys, although they can be useful if you have like throwers or something early on. They can deal with the Chosen. Yeah. Again, high armor penetration weapons, so stuff like bows don't do much. Crossbow bows can be nice, especially the Goblin crossbow to push down the Chosen one turn. One tile. It's basically like a disarm and more or less guaranteed injury on the first hit with crossbow mastery, so that can be useful. Yeah, all these good stuff. And prepare yourself well. Be very careful. 9 lives is really good in these fights. Can save your bros from bad RNG. If you get like hit 2 times, you're dead by Chosen. Even if you have like really good stats, there's like a highly probability if you get hit twice, this guy's just dead. So yeah, try to avoid getting hit and try to save your bros. Having a disarm on the cleaver with the whip is nice. Smoke bombs can be nice. And yeah, if you have any kind of ideas how to fight these camps better, leave it down in the comment below, and I will see you there. Again, I don't think Fearsome is that great in these fights because Barbarians have so high resolve, but it might help you if you have like a Fearsome company. It still helps, but the best way to beat them is to bring high armor, ignore weapons to kill them fast. If you have Fearsome or not, yeah, that's kind of on how you build your company. Not necessary in my opinion. All right. Yeah, that's the fight video. That's the guide. Again, write me down in the comments below how you do your things and catch yourself some nice famed items. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I stream daily on YouTube and Twitch. You can catch me there. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye.